I've always said if I have to do politics, then I'm going to go back home. I will always want to do something, and maybe for me it's my way of giving back to my community.
Yeah.
I do a lot of things that I probably don't mention about that I do with. I have some philanthropic work that I do within my community and within my county. And so when I came back, even while I was away, a number of my friends will ask me, "Do you plan to come back in 2022 and do politics in Taita County?"
I was going to ask you that.
Yeah.
Oh no, while you were away.
While I was away.
Okay.
And so I asked them, what do you think I should do? Come, there are opportunities in the Taita County. And I said, maybe. And then when I came back in April 2021. My biggest heartache was the fact that there was no woman putting themselves in the governor's position in 2022. And knowing my community, which is very patriarchal, I kept saying, it has to change. And in 2022, we really want to have a woman there, and I'm happy to support them. And so I reached out to women who had tried before. I will wake up in the morning and I'm just hopping. Every time I'm just Googling about it, I'm looking through the social media platforms. There's no woman there. And I'm like, you know what, I'm going to call them one by one and find out if they're willing to do this. And everyone said, no. Patience, we've tried before. No, not this time round. And then Madam Jacinta Matela, who had tried in 2013 and 2017, told me, but Patience, even you can. Why don't you put yourself there? I know you really asked me about this question and everyone is asking, why don't you put yourself there? I said, why not? So I said, okay, well, I just came back, I need to breathe in, breathe out, and then I'll give myself until July. If there's no woman there, even I, Patience Nyage, hata mimi natosha. And before I knew it, people are having conversations, within the social media platforms in Taita County, and we were like, I could see the conversations. Is there a woman this time round? And I was like, well, I'm happy that the conversation is happening. And then people started saying, who can be? And then people say, Patience Nyage can come back home. And I said, well, somebody else has said it. Then, well, even me, I think I can go back home. And then I put myself there. So mine was really a thought out of the fact that there was no woman there. And I was very prepared for the fact that I could win. And and probably, I might not win. And I'm fine with the fact that I'm going to run the rest to the very end. So I gathered my family around and told them about my ambition to do this. And everybody was worried for me. And everyone was like, are you ready for this? I had cousins who said, blatant, no, not for you. Patience, you have a beautiful career that you can lead in Nairobi, and I don't think you should be going back home at this time. But I said somebody has to do this, and that person can be any other person, and it can also be Patience Nyage. So I said, well, I'm going to put myself there. I looked around, I checked my bank accounts and see how much money I had. Definitely didn't have enough money to do this. But I said, you know what, I'm going to walk this to be a journey of faith. Yeah, that every morning I'm going to ask God to give me the strength. All I needed was the strength. Then from there I will just, tell people the truth that I don't have much money. I just needed money for logistics. I had a fantastic team working the work with me. The people who believed with me from the beginning, stuck with me to the very end, believed in my journey and said, we will walk the walk with you. I had friends coming on board, friends, supporting me. I'll wake up in the morning and I have 2 M-Pesas, 5,000. Please fuel your car. Tomorrow I have another 20,000 Patience. Please fuel your car, pay your team.
Who are your friends? We need to borrow them.
I think a number of us understand that politics is very expensive. It's extremely an expensive journey. And so those who see me every day and imagine that she's moving from one place to another, she's moving from one place to another. And people who put even my billboards were put for free with my friends. My friends gathered and said, we're going to pay for your billboards in Taita. I had t-shirts, and I had other organizations also supporting me with time. There were many other organizations that came on board. And so I had, like Lesos. We love Lesos in Taita County, and I think the coastal region. So we had like the Eco Network Africa, Diamond Trust Fund, UN Women came on board and brought some, we had posters that were also funded by Diamond Trust Fund. And so, and again, even the media group, I would say, or rather the media fraternity, gave me a lot of publicity, I would say. They called me for shows, they interviewed me, they gave me space in print media, on TV, as well as radios, even back within the community. We also have community radio stations. I was interviewed. So I would say I had very supportive team, or rather supportive people who were praying with me. My mom was constantly praying for me. I think she prayed for me from the first day. I said she was worried, she was against it, and I said, okay, well, if you can't be them, join them. I said, I'm going to pray for you. That's what I'm going to promise to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, my family members were very awesome the whole time. They supported me through the journey, even when they didn't understand what I was going through. Because sometimes it will get really tough, and I will switch off in a way. And so, yeah, but we're here. I mean, really, I am very proud of myself. Let me just say that.